Okay, so just jumping into this tutorial, I'm going to be taking the shade Geranium by the brand Kiss Professional, and I'm going to be using it as a transition color. So I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. Blending brush and just placing that a little bit above my crease and blending. So once I've built it up to the intensity that I want it to be at, I'm going to be using my Kiss Professional Goddess palette, and I'm taking the lightest brown shade in that palette and adding that to my crease. And this shade really just wasn't dark enough for me, so after I blended that out, I decided to go in with the darker brown shade and use the same exact brush and just added that into the crease as well. And this was not a blending brush, this is just one of their eyeshadow brushes. I suggest you guys go and stock up on these brushes because they're only like 99¢ at CVS, so yeah. And I'm just going back and forth between this eyeshadow brush and the blending brush that we used for the Geranium shade, and just making sure that everything is blended perfectly. Once I have everything blended how I want it to, I'm going to be using this really pretty rose gold shimmer by L'Oreal Paris, and I'm just going to be dampening my brush with my e.l.f. setting spray, and I'm just using a really flat brush just to make sure that I can place it onto my eyelid easily and precisely. And since I have hooded eyelids, I'm just gonna be placing it on my my like regular eyelid. I'm not really gonna be taking it upward any, because shimmer eyeshadow tends to you know, like when I open my eye, it tends to stick onto my crease anyways, like above it anyways, so I'm just gonna leave it. I probably would have prevented that if I would have used an eyeshadow primer, but I don't know what I was thinking, so yeah. And I'm just going to be going back in and deepening up my crease and also my transition shade, and I'm just going to be going back and forth between those two and making sure everything is blended. And I did add a little bit more of the transition shade because I just thought it was a really pretty orangey red color, and I just wanted it to peek through a little bit more. And once I've done that on both eyes, I am of course just using a clean blending brush and making sure that is all blended out. And then I'm going to be going in with my Black Radiance eyeliner, and I love this eyeliner because it's matte and it's really easy to put on. So now I'm just going in and concealing, and I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 228, and it is the matte and poreless one. And my camera did end up cutting off, but basically I'm just putting this everywhere that I want to highlight. So under my eyes, my nose, under my nose, on my forehead, on my chin, and underneath my cheekbones where I would contour at. And I just blended everything out with a beauty blender. I used the Kiss Professional Beauty Blender, And I use the shade Toffee by Maybelline Fit Me also, and I just put that around my mouth because I have like a dark stash line. I don't know what it is. It's like peach fuzz that pokes through, so I just covered it up with that. And I'm contouring my face with my Black Radiance contour stick. I am not exactly sure what the shade is because it rubbed off, but I like this stuff because it's super easy to blend out. And of course I'm going to be using my favorite brush, which is the Real Techniques stippling brush, and I love using this brush to blend out stuff. I don't know, it just looks so, it looks like you use a beauty blender to blend it out, and it just looks so nice and clean. I'm so sorry about all the lighting changes. I was using natural light. I just wanted to test out my new camera. I am using a Sony A5100 camera that I got for my birthday / Christmas, and yeah, I just wanted to test it out and see how it looked in natural lighting, and I do love it. It's just, I just wanted to apologize about all the lighting changes. Normally I use my ring light, but my other camera didn't really pick up natural lighting very well, so I was really happy with how this turned out. And yeah, so here I'm just using an e.l.f. Blending brush, and I'm just blending out my nose contour. And yeah, so what I did here, I didn't want to leave it like that because I felt like it didn't really contour much. It just, honestly, if I leave it like this, it just makes my nose look wider. So I just went in and cleaned up that contour a little bit with some of my foundation that I used underneath my eyes, and I just blended it out with my little beauty blender. And then to set everywhere that I highlighted, I'm using my Airspun powder, translucent powder, and this cost me about $9 at CVS. This stuff smells so good. If you don't have it yet, like, girl, get you some, okay? It's like the best drugstore translucent powder, and it smells amazing. So yeah, but I would not suggest baking with this because it does leave sort of a white cast. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest baking with it. But to set my contour, I'm going to be using this Arctic contouring lookbook palette that I got from Walgreens, and they had it in their Christmas section. It was $5. They had it with a bunch of other $5 palettes, and they had a lot of stuff in here, like, and everything's really pigmented, so I did like that about it. But I'm just using the darkest shade and that other lighter shade that I used to contour my nose with to contour the rest of my face, and I use the darker shade to balance out the other one because I felt like the other one was a little bit too red, and it's wintertime, so yeah, I didn't want to use anything red. So now to smoke out my lash line, my lower lash line, I'm just going to be going back into Geranium, and I'm using this flat brush, and I'm just going to be putting that underneath my lashes and blending it out. And then I'm going to be taking a smaller flat brush, and I'm going to be going back into my Kiss Professional Goddess palette, and I'm taking that darkest brown shade that we used in our crease, and I'm going to be putting that closer to my eyelashes. Like, I still want the Geranium shade to peek through a little bit, so don't like cover it up all the way. I think it looks really, really pretty. It looks exactly like how our eyeshadow looks, and I thought that was really cool. So now to highlight my inner corners, I'm going to be taking this beauty book, which has a bunch of really pretty pigmented eyeshadows in it that I also got from the $5 section at Walgreens. And I'm going to be taking this really pretty shimmery champagne color and a small flat brush, and I'm just going to be placing that, well, spraying it first so that the color comes out, you know, really bright and pigmented. and I'm going to be placing that on my inner corners, and I'm also going to be placing it on my nose as like a nose highlight. And then to highlight the rest of my face, I'm going to be using my Black Radiance contour palette, and I'm going to be taking the highlight shade in that palette and my fan brush, spraying my fan brush as usual, and just adding my highlight. And I like this highlight because it's like not too golden to where like it looks like you're trying to be summery in the wintertime. Like it looks really natural, like, and I really like that about it. So I'm just adding that on top of my nose contour, my nose highlight as well. And yeah, there's my highlight. And I've been loving white eyeliner pencils to line my eyes with. I just think it looks so pretty. So I am just lining my waterline with this white pencil from Wet n Wild, and I don't know, I just think it looks really pretty and really classy looking, and yeah, I just have gotten obsessed with it lately. And I started off using this LA Colors mascara, and it's brand new, but it just came out like it was already dead, so I decided to go in with my Wet n Wild Mega Length mascara, and I love this stuff. I have one that I use for my eyebrows, which you guys will see in my eyebrow tutorial, my updated one that I've been working on. And yeah, so I just added that to my lashes, and then I added some Ardell Wispies, and now I'm just adding some Vaseline for my lips and just lining my lips with this brown pencil. And then I'm going to be taking that I don't know how to say it, knick-knack, I don't know, it's a really pretty matte lipstick that I got from my local beauty supply store. And you guys, like, this stuff smells so good. Like, if you like fresh linen, like, that's what it smells like. And it comes out really, really matte and really pretty. I think they should be charging more for it, but you know, that's between you and I. And yeah, so I'm just fixing up my contour. I don't know, I messed up somehow with the powder, and I'm just going in with my L'Oreal True Match, and just to make sure that my face matches the rest of my body, I'm just putting that underneath my contour. And now I'm adding this Milani lipstick in, I don't really remember the shade of it, but I'm adding the Milani lipstick, and then I'm adding this really pretty L'Oreal London shade. And I'll put those in the description below if you guys want to know what shade they are exactly. And I'm just setting my face with the e.l.f. setting spray. And that's basically it, you guys. This is a full drugstore foundation, full drugstore everything, everything down to the brushes. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this look, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you guys like my new camera, I will have all the information about it in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out as well. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!